Welcome to Backstabbers, the only podcast where we're not just sticking needles in your back, we're talking behind it too.
How do you know if there's an image that's copywritten?
You can search it. Why?
I was just curious. Because I've got to do something for Tui Tapping Tuesdays.
Yeah, girl.
So I told Alex today, I thought we could do it about Presidex because I'm mildly obsessed with it right now.
Yeah.
Using it for OB.
Have you done that yet?
No, because they told me no. I know.
Somebody does sometimes.
Well, I was talking about it on a Sunday, and I was like, I've just been reading all these articles, and these CRNAs are talking about OB, and I was like, they just talk about how miraculous it is for hot spots, and they're like, I love to get it at night, so I don't have to get back up. It always works, and yada yada yada. And anyways, I want to know like who's using it, how they got their hospital let you use it, because there was only a couple people that I'd read that they said that one girl said that her hospital got it for a week. They used it once and then they took it off because it's off label technically.
And so I mean, a hunk of the stuff we do is.
That's exactly what we were talking about today.
Chloroprocaine, I think, is off-label use for spinals. What else? There's another one. But even stuff that we give in blocks sometimes is off-label use.
So I was like, I feel like we should be able to try. I mean, all these birthing centers are using it where they do thousands of births a year. And they're, I mean, like, I'm like, I want to try it. I feel like we get more and more people with hot spots, and I think it's, I don't know.
I heard, and I don't, this is again just hearsay, and I could be making this up, but I've heard that to get it to be able to be put on label use, it's more about money and testing than it is, I guess money really is what it comes down to.
Well, and anything mama and baby tested is really hard to come by because nobody wants to test on pregnant people. I mean, how many pregnant people besides the one that was in our department today that would have been like, I'll try it?
Right.
I mean, it just doesn't happen.
My husband, when he was in the poultry industry, was working, he was always in sales, but for a while he did vaccine sales, and so learned a lot. And of course, I mean, this is chickens. Who cares about a chicken and a vaccine, right? You would be amazed at the amount of FDA hoops and regulations that they had to go through. They had a new product coming out, and had, like, it's all made. They've gone through all the testing. They've gone through all their paperwork. They've done all the stuff. Their go live date that it's going to be approved and they can start selling it. And I'm making this date up, but is May 1st. And they've already sold a bunch of it. It's sitting there ready to go. And it's April 25th. And they get a notice that they forgot to sign one page on the 500 pages of forms. And they're going to have to resubmit them all, pay more fees, and it will be another 6 months processing before they can get their approval.
All that wasted money. I mean, think about how much wasted
money.
Well,
and their product expired.
Yeah. I mean, like all
because they'd been sitting there forever pushing and pushing. And he was like, this is what's wrong. Like, I mean, I get it. There has to be some regulations. There has to be some checks and balances. Totally understand that.
It's gotten out of control.
But it's a
not
chicken.
Checks and balances anymore. It's how can we fee them?
Yeah.
It's like taxes.
So I can't imagine on the human side, if that's the chicken side, I can't imagine what the R&D is for.
Well, and then there was that documentary too, and it was about how I think it was about medical devices, but could be translated to something similar to medications and stuff too. But basically, if you have a patent or something for one version of it, if you manipulate a certain part of it, then that's okay and covered by it. But if you do a different part of it, then it's not. And then so there's so many loops in the system as well that sometimes something that is approved is not actually even remotely close to the original approval. And so it's like, how is that allowed when, I don't know, it's a flawed system.
Well, I mean, it's the same thing with even like the semaglutide. They were trying to say, had to be on brand on label, had to follow all these things, but it's a compound that's been around forever. And so you had all these
Yeah.
compound pharmacies that were adding in B12 and other stuff and selling it for pennies on the dollar in comparison. And then
Mm-hmm.
they got fined and had to stop for a while. And then I think that's finally all back. But
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, it's funny to me because everybody's like, "Oh, it's this new drug. It's this new drug." What? No, it's
no,
not. Like,
No, yeah.
I was
Y'all
doing a
don't know what it's
CME
going
and
to
it
do.
was like,
Actually, they've been doing it for a while.
yeah.
yeah.
They do actually know what it's going to do.
And also, we know what obesity does.
Oh my gosh.
Also, right.
You drink anything fun?
You know, my TikTok drink that I talked about a week or two ago that I said I wasn't crazy about, I really like it. It's grown on me.
Which one was that one? I've got a
Okay,
TikTok
so
drink to share with you today too.
this one is the cortisol reset. Do I look
Oh,
chiseled?
yeah.
So chiseled.
I can't tell that
Yours,
I'm any less
your
hairy.
skin
So
is looking
It is.
amazing.
It's looking very
Like
glowy.
yes.
it might be my light, but thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's coconut water, orange
Mhm.
juice. I've added in a splash of pineapple because I like pineapple juice.
Mm.
But then you add in cream of tartar, not much, just a little bit.
That's
Uh,
what it
it sounds weird. You stir it in, you don't taste it.
was. Okay.
And then you add in a pinch of salt, like a Himalayan salt,
Mhm.
and a pinch of cayenne pepper, and lemon juice. I forgot the lemon juice.
Okay.
You have to get the proportions right. You have to mix it to get, all
Mhm.
the cream of tartar especially mixed in there. I did it the first time or two without the cayenne, and I didn't think it would make a big difference. The cayenne does help. That little bit of
Spice
spice
of something.
helps.
Mhm.
And I think the pineapple helps too. But it's a nice little mocktail.
Mine is core protein,
Mhm.
the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
protein drinks, and a Diet Coke, right?
That does not sound good.
That
It
was
was
my
good. It tastes.
reaction. That is,
She
yeah,
made me taste it.
I did. I made her. It tastes like a root beer float.
It does kind of taste like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I could see that. Are these the same ones, Sarah, that you mix in with your espresso?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I told
Yeah,
her, I was
yeah,
like, that's what I put in my coffee if I'm
It's
doing
like
like
in
an
my,
iced
and it
espresso.
has to be, but it has to be the 42-gram protein. Was it
the
42
extra,
grams?
extra.
The thick one, the black bottle.
Mm-hmm.
And because the other one is too runny, I guess. This one's thicker.
I
And
could see where that would be kind of like a root beer float
yeah, because yes, somebody
or
was
like a
like,
cream soda.
I would think it would be like curdling or something,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, yeah, that's my initial thought too was, mm-mm. But yeah, I made her try it. One of our students try it. Another coworker of ours try it. Then another coworker came in later and she just scoffed at it. It was really funny. And then the one who had tried it, she's like, "Don't diss it till you try it. It's delicious." Yeah,
That's funny.
it
That's
is.
right. I tell you what else I got on TikTok. I got, well, not from TikTok, but I learned about it there. The IGK antisocial hair mask spray stuff. You put it on your
Oh,
dry
yeah.
hair and it
Yeah.
like helps it get all shiny and
Yeah.
luscious.
Never heard of this.
I am a fan. I bought some today at the Target. You can't find it anywhere. It's sold out. But the Target, not by where we work,
Okay.
you know what I'm
North.
saying? Closer to your church,
Okay.
still had some. I got some
Oh.
today. It smells delicious.
I do like the way
You
that smells.
spray it and then you brush it and
Send me
it's
the
good.
link.
Makes it
I'm gonna
shiny?
get some.
Yeah.
Does it make it oily?
No, but I don't get oily, so I'm not a good
No.
person to ask. They claim it's going to help my hair not break down here and grow. So
It is hard. It's like,
stay
especially
tuned.
if you use any dry shampoo or anything, it does make your hair drier, so it'll break. So
I
that
don't use
I
dry
probably need
shampoo.
that.
Dry
I have to
shampoo
put it in
makes your
before I
hair
go to work
break?
out in the mornings
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
that's when you're supposed
if
to
I'm
do this
gonna
before.
let it last 5 days.
Yeah. No, I don't use dry shampoo.
I probably shouldn't. I do. I go through spurts, but the kind that I was obsessed with most recently was the whey. Is that how you say it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And first of all, it smells amazing, but second of all, with my dark hair, it doesn't show the white or make
Right,
me
yeah.
look gray or, um it's just gone. I don't know if they stopped making it. I don't know. Like, you
Hmm.
can't order it off Amazon. You can't order it from the website directly. I don't know if it's concentrated.
Ulta has a lot of that product. Have you checked there?
Mm-hmm.
How do you
I mean,
spell
like
that?
you
It's like
OUAI.
Oh, that
OUAII
one. Yeah.
or
Mm-hmm.
OUAI.
Yeah.
Oh, AUI.
OUI. Is it OUI?
I think there's an A in there somewhere. I don't know. That's probably
And I
wrong.
never know how to say it. And that's why I was guessing way, but I don't.
I would buy that.
It smells good. I have like probably it's aerosolized though, so I don't know how much actually is left in there, but a tiny little bit in the
Mm.
can. It smells really good though.
I love Biolash hairspray and dry shampoo because I like the way Biolash smell.
Mm.
So I signed up to run.
I'm proud of you. What are you running?
What?
I also saw a meme today saying if you're over 35 and you sign up for a half marathon or marathon, you are going through a midlife crisis. So
I did not sign up for that long, so all is
what
good.
did you sign up for? And are you okay?
I am okay. I've got to do something. I've got to get back on the exercise kick. I've just
Yeah.
not been interested.
That's what you
So they're
chose?
doing, huh?
Your face, Sarah.
That's what you chose?
I'm like, yeah, I'll sign up with you. What are we doing? Where are we going?
It's just a 5K. It's in my hometown.
Come live
It's
with
a
me.
it's a color run,
Okay,
Oh,
which
that's
I've
fun.
always
I would
thought
do
would be
that.
fun. The
that's
kids
fun.
are going to do it too.
That'll be so fun.
Oh,
It's
that'd be fun.
May 30th or 31st. It's a Saturday.
Okay.
Did
Y'all
you do
look
that
at your
color run?
calendars.
Did you do that color
Huh?
run with us in school? In
Uh-uh.
Anderson's school? There
Uh-uh.
was a whole bunch of it. It was fun.
No.
I'm
May.
in. You throw
So a couple weeks.
rainbow colors at me and I'm in.
Well, I got enough time that I can kind of, train a little bit. I'm gonna make myself run tomorrow at the hotel. By the way, that's my lovely recording room. Is I'm in a hotel. I'm gonna make myself run tomorrow.
I'm in my bed tonight. Was not.
And yeah, we'll see.
Good
And
for
then I go to
you.
the
I'm proud
beach
of
the
you.
week after. So
Perfect. So you'll be in
that's
shape.
that's my thought.
Love that.
Sarah, your face.
Still.
I don't have any beach trips or
Oh,
anything.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
fun fact, I was just in the Dominican and the airport there has a
Oh,
pool.
that was
pretty cool looking.
amazing.
My mind was blown. You pay to get in the VIP lounge, only $50. If you have an AMX card, $35. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Food, drinks, pools.
Yeah.
They have like sleep rooms, which kind of creeped me out, really grossed me out. Didn't
Oh,
even
yeah,
look in
absolutely
there.
not. Mm-mm.
I agree.
I did think about starting the podcast with me laying on the comforter just to see Sarah's
Oh.
face.
I cannot. Somebody asked me today. Oh, I was talking about after church on Sunday after Easter. I was appalled by how busy Golden Corral was. And somebody
Always.
walked in and they were like, "Did you say you went to Golden Corral on Easter?" And I was like, "You take my name out of your mouth when you're talking about Golden Corral." I was like, "Those old people are in that chocolate fountain."
Where's my teeth? That's what
Yeah.
I lost my teeth in there.
I was like, "No, y'all don't know me at all. I don't eat at buffets."
That has got to be the busiest Golden Corral in the country.
It was every parking spot was completely full.
Always.
I was like, "What is happening? Are they giving away gold?" Like
that, the Cheddars, and the Texas Roadhouse.
Texas
forget
Roadhouse
about them.
is always busy.
Always.
And they're the pickup trucks that are always parked in the corner off road in that little
Yeah.
spot. I'm always like, I told Johnny one time, I was like, I think it'd be really funny to pull up in the Tesla and park it.
And off-road it.
Off-road it. I like it.
Like just take up the whole spot in that little grass spot.
Oh, you totally should. That's funny. And you know what's a shame is, I mean, let's not be, I don't mind a Texas Roadhouse. I like the rolls. I like carbs. The food is decent. The beer is cold.
It's fine. Like it's
The
fine.
beer is very cold. And so for it and the rolls, I don't mind a Texas Roadhouse.
Okay.
It's not my go-to by any means, but I'm not mad at it. Okay. But that one's ridiculous. I'd much rather go to a Twin Peaks.
Okay, we went to Twin Peaks because when the last time we went to Little Rock, which was a few weeks ago, we were visiting my sister, and everywhere we went was closed. A storm had gone through, and like people's power were out. So, anyways, we ended up at Twin Peaks, and I was like, "That's okay." It was the coldest beer I've ever had in my entire life. It was not cold.
Oh,
there was no ice.
So
it was not even cool.
Because usually there's almost like an iceberg in the beer.
It
it's so
it
cold.
Is like, oh my, there's just nothing better than that first drink when it's icy. I was so sad.
That's a shame.
And the
That's a
food's
shame.
not that good. Especially
And it
if you
used
can't
to
eat
be.
something fried meat. Like, I was like, I'm gonna have to get a salad at this place.
Yeah,
Is it
that's
like
a
a
shame.
Hooters or what's
Yeah,
the?
it's a classier Hooters.
Sorta. I mean, they had so much. One of my children couldn't speak when he was ordering because he
I bet.
flustered. And we were like, "You okay? You want me to order for you?"
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was not.
And that was just Devin.
I was like, yeah. It was. He's not used to seeing those. So the only one thing I wanted was the cold beer.
I know. And they usually have good fried pickles too.
Yeah, I didn't think about getting any of those.
Do we even have those in Missouri?
Mm.
I bet there's one somewhere.
Yeah, there probably is one.
I bet Columbia has one.
Yeah.
I have to look that up.
But
the one in Northwest Arkansas, it's usually good.
Yes. Agreed.
Oh, that was over there by that Target.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's still there.
Okay.
Yeah.
We passed.
You know who has the best bread? And I don't know if it's all of them or if it's just that one, but the Ruth's Chris.
Oh yeah.
Over there, where it's like a smoked bread.
It's good.
Oh.
I will. They changed their menu though 3/4 of the way while I was there, and some of their stuff went to poo poo. It was not good, but I can't remember.
I think that's one that it's a chain, but like they have their own chefs at each of them, and they can set some of the menu.
Yeah,
because I used to know the chef-ish.
Oh, nice.
Not really. I went to high school with the wife.
Oh, okay.
So sort of.
But we would go there just after work. One of my coworkers, she loved that place, so I'd join her frequently. We would split a meal, like, and anyway, but we would come so frequently. They set us in that, that private room that's like surrounded by all the wine bottles and whatever. They would just let us sit in there, which was really nice. Yeah,
they're like VIP.
Nice.
But I loved that place.
Oh, so their bread, so good.
Their bread.
Sarah, can you eat the Outback bread? Or does it gross you out that it comes on the wooden board?
I can eat it. I have a problem eating it Outback. It brings back a few too many memories from my old life. So I literally haven't been there in 20 years.
Oh, yeah. We don't ever go, but I feel like that's always a common statement is they can't eat the bread off of the...
It is. It just is. It looks like a log on a board. I
do like it though. It's like pumpernickel. Is that what it is?
It's it's bread, so it's hard for me to say no.
Yeah, same.
So we went to Big Cedar, this week. You know what food's a little overrated?
Theirs?
Yeah, Top of the Rock.
The Osage, yeah.
Yeah.
Like we went to Warman House.
And yeah.
Did
you go to the little dive bar or not dive the speakeasy bar under?
Yes.
First, the delicious old fashioned.
They have good drinks. I think you're paying for the experience.
You are. Well, at Top of the Rock,
the food is good and it's consistent. It's not.
It's just so expensive.
I feel like it's always the same.
It's so expensive for what you get, and
I felt bad because I didn't eat. I always am so much hungrier with my eyes than I am when but like if you eat bread or salad. But at the Warman House, I got a mozzarella salad with heirloom tomatoes, and it was the best thing I've ever eaten in my entire life.
Yum!
It they make their own mozzarella, so it literally just is like kind of melty, but it's like I don't know how to describe it. It was amazing. And so anything after that didn't compare. Yeah. But
I'm not fancy enough for places that want you to do the shared sides because I want all the sides. I don't want the giant portions. I want like a side sampler of all of the carbs. I want a little bite of the mac and cheese. I want a little bite of the potato. I don't eat the vegetables. Y'all can have those.
I actually thought about you because waiter was you. I think he told me he was Ukrainian. Anyways, he reminded me of one of our students from past. Like
Yes.
he was very judgy with
Uh-huh.
because we asked. He was like Brussels sprouts, best thing on the menu. Like I'm telling you, if you hate Brussels sprouts, they're still the best thing on the menu. Well, they had bacon in it, and I can't have bacon. And so Devin goes, "Can you make them without bacon?" And he was like,
No.
I mean, he was like, "Why?" And so we were just like, well, she can't. He goes, is she allergic? And I was like, no, I'm not allergic. I said, just to make me feel good later. And he's like, what do you mean? Like he just was like very, and he was like, I mean, they're not going to be good. Like I can't fry them in the same fryer, and we're going to have to bake them, and we're going to have to do this. And he was like, I mean, so I would not get them. And I was like, oh. Devin was like, you know what? Just don't worry about the Brussels sprouts. And I was like, well, you can get them. And he was like, I know I would not. And I was like, oh, okay. He
That's
walked out and I was
funny.
like, I think he is judging us real hard for that.
100%.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
I got some like acorn. They didn't have a lot of vegetarian type stuff, but like this acorn thing. And it was okay.
Sounds delicious.
An acorn?
Like an acorn squash, and then with I can't remember what grain was in it, and I was like, well, I mean, this is. But then, like, I paid like $60 something for this little like half of,
No.
and I just, which I'm cheap anyways, but I don't mind. I love a good experience with food. Like, I will pay.
Yeah.
But it just was so.
Are,
That salad.
Are we ready to admit that you have alpha gal?
I don't have alpha gal.
I feel like you do.
I do not. And you can't prove it.
I can. We can draw your blood and we can prove it.
You cannot. It just does not sit well.
Uh-huh. And that's a relatively new finding. Yes.
I mean, well, okay, let me preface with I don't like bacon.
I'm going to add it to your allergy list.
I'm going to start carrying around EpiPens, like multiple. And be like, does that lubricant have alcohol? I had that one patient that brought her own toilet paper and paper towels and soap, and she brought her own lubricant for the colonoscopy, and I was like, well, that's not going to happen. And then she was like, well, you need to prove to me that your lubricant is not made in a factory with animal byproducts. And I was like,
no.
So I'll tell you what, I made one phone call and they said, we cannot guarantee that. And I said, that is where I have ended. So if we are going to continue with this, I will give you I will give you your EpiPen. I will use my Epi, whatever you want.
I'll give you some Benadryl.
I'll give you the full works, girl.
Was she, first of all, was she recent?
No, this has been a few months ago.
Okay, because I had one recently. Same
Probably
said she
last
ended
year.
up leaving.
I actually felt bad for her and I believed her. Like she had multiple EpiPens in her purse because she had gone into anaphylaxis several times.
Okay, well, mine had never personally gone into anaphylaxis, and her Facebook group page
told her. Mm-hmm.
So I'm taking it very seriously because I saw her EpiPen too.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I called the pharmacist. I got a list of what I could give her.
Yeah, she's like, this is legit.
She wasn't legit and she left. And I was like, I'm so glad. Like, it really stunk because the CRNA in the room had already drawn up all of the other drugs we could give because we cannot, in fact, give propofol at our facility to alpha gal patients who are actually allergic. Anyway, after a 30-minute phone call to the pharmacist going through all of our drugs. But so he had drawn up all of the meds and then she left. I was like, oh.
Can you give a Tomidate? Is that what you have to do?
We were just going to do it more like conscious sedation. We could give ketamine.
Oh, it was just a scope. I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So no, I do not have any of that.
Well, listen, when you come do our color run, you can stay. We'll have a time with it. You can run. We'll do the color run. And there is a chiropractor in the town that does acupuncture that heals those that do not have Alpha-Gal.
That sounds like something, doesn't it?
I actually heard that that was a thing.
It is. I've heard of that too.
How does it? What is? I don't understand the
So
MOA.
my grandma had Alpha-Gal, my sweet little nanny, and not anaphylactic, but definitely GI upset if she had any meat.
Okay.
And has a family friend that's a chiropractor, and he was like, "Come, let me do some acupuncture." And she finally was like, "Sure." And I want to say he put them in her ear, but don't quote me on that. She had the little things everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
She could start eating meat. I want to say some still occasionally would bother her, but nothing like it was. Like she was to where she couldn't eat any meat, and now she can eat a steak or pork or any of the things that we're doing.
I mean, I'd be willing to try some. I am so tired. Like tonight, I've been so hungry because I had the stomach bug Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
and then I haven't felt right since. So I'm just like, so today I told Alice, I was like, I'm so hungry. I'm just afraid to eat. But I got home and Devin had made hamburgers for them. And he looked at me and he was like, I don't even know what to make for you anymore. So I just ate some cereal, and I was like, I'm so tired of this.
I
was like, I just want a
I
hamburger.
would try anything.
It's not going to hurt anything.
No.
Well, I tried turkey not too long ago and it was fine. I accidentally, and I say accident because I was trying to force feed my child biscuits and gravy. That did not go well because I accidentally took a bite because I was showing her how to like you dip it in the gravy and eat it. And I took the bite and I was like, this is so good. And then I was like, that was a really bad idea. I paid for that. So I know that one does not go over well.
Had you used bacon grease or sausage grease or what was?
It was at a restaurant. And I know there was sausage in it. But it was probably bacon too. They probably just used all the breakfast meats.
Well, it had probably the sausage crumbled in it then.
Yes.
It was like a sausage gravy,
Yes.
yeah.
So that one I know doesn't go well. But turkey did okay. I didn't eat a lot of it, but I mean, you know. Anyways, it makes me feel crazy.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and add on your chart. And
I know you might just put it on there.
Yep.
Good gummit. I'm allergic to lidocaine too. At the dentist, it just happens.
Are you really, or are you being funny?
I'm being funny.
Okay. I was like, oh, sweet Jesus, you are crazy.
I literally had the thought.
I'm telling you, if I go to the dentist and they tell me I'm allergic to lidocaine, I'm going to be like, I don't care. You will use it anyways. You will use it.
That is a pet peeve of mine. I hate it when they accidentally get intravascular and the people get tachycardic and feel flushed and they tell them they have an allergy to lidocaine.
I'll be like, no, you just
that's not an allergy.
You did a bad injection.
Just own it. It's fine.
So this side of my face, I was noticing this earlier, is still swollen from the root canal I had done. And it's tender up in my bone sometimes, not all the time, but I think that there's infection just
smoldering
off again. And I don't know what to do. I mean, even seeing an ENT or doing like I guess a fess or like to wash it out or I don't know. But like, how can you ever get it to go away?
That'll help if it's in your teeth though. I mean, I know what you're saying, but like to get into where.
Well, I don't know if it's in my sinuses at all though.
So you could go get one of their scan x-rays and they can see if there's anything big.
I mean, go to a different dentist.
I'm 100% switching to that. But like over here, it's more puffy. And you know who always notices it is a girl from work. And she always is like, you look a little puffy. And I'm like, yeah, it's been bothering me. So anyway.
Have you done a round of antibiotics lately? Did they have you do any when you had your root canal?
I had to do it before.
You I feel like they underdose that a lot. You probably need more antibiotics.
Okay.
I can ask.
Gotten some in the DR. They had it in their little pharmacy.
Yeah, they do. They have everything.
Yeah, I really like that. Which Sarah likes her dentist, but there's also a really good one there, like one exit up from where we work. across
Okay.
from the Target.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Love them. Super fancy, super nice, easy to get in and out of.
Okay.
Which I know a new patient appointment at my dentist is hard to get into, but if you're ever having an issue, they get you in quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even if you just were like, hey, I just need an x-ray to make sure this isn't infected.
That's what I mean. I can feel it like hurt, and I'm like, I shouldn't have any pain. Like my nerve is supposed to be dead,
Mhm.
right? I mean, or no nerve, I guess. But so the only thing I can think of is pressure up here because of an infection or something.
Yeah. Did you go to like a root canal specialist or was it just your dentist?
An endodontics place.
Yeah. Did they make a comment on your roots or anything or it being difficult? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Very long. Must
I
have been a
had
basketball player.
curly
that?
ones. Yeah.
Have you? I was like, maybe that's in the dentistry world of something. I was like, what? But I
So
was, so I don't know.
yeah. What does that mean? I used to go to the dentist. Sarah goes too. And I had, so when I was a preteen, I guess it was, these two teeth didn't want to come in. And so they had to like uncover them, put brackets on them, and we had to pull them down. That was fun. Was not painful at all.
I was going to say.
But when I went to him and he did one of my first x-rays and he was like, oh, your roots are shallow here. And I was like, well, it's probably because they didn't want to come in. We had to go pull them in, all stuff. He was like, oh, that is fascinating. It's going to be fun to watch and see if those roots shrivel up and those teeth fall out. And I was like, what?
Excuse me?
I remember this now.
Do you remember this now?
Yes.
I was like, well,
She's
I
like,
mean,
what?
what do we do? And he goes, oh, it's fine. We'll get you a flipper. And I was like, that is not a solution. Mind you, this is the first time I've met this man. He's telling me I'm going to get a flipper at some point.
They're real young.
And he's a giant goofball. He actually, I grew to like him a lot. But he had singed off his facial hair from doing a bonfire and throwing stuff in. And I was like, I feel like you can't be trusted. You make bad life decisions. I don't know if I trust you.
Oh my
I've been to
word.
all three of them. They're all a little goofy, but I haven't minded any of them.
That's
Yeah.
funny. I'll have to. I will make an appointment because I spiral. Well, because it's just gonna create infection in my brain. And it's gonna feed my brain tumor that I have, and it's just I'm gonna die.
I do sometimes. I lay there and I'm like, oh God, this hurts and this hurts, and I'm like, I've got 5 different cancers, and I'm like, calm yourself down, crazy pants. The chances of that are small.
I do not think that.
Yeah, you're just living life with a freaking aneurysm about to blow.
Hey, what did your scan say?
Nothing. Just like I told all of you it was going to say. It said nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to need to read that report.
Same.
I'll send it to you.
I have trust issues.
Information. I don't want a forged document from your sister. From
exactly.
Because on my yearly, I go.
Fick you.
Fick you. Yeah, that sounds like that. What was that called?
That's where I want to go. Forget the ICU. Just send me the fick you. I love that.
You would need an ICU. You're so allergic to cats.
I would. But it would be so special at the end.
As your throat closes up.
I know.
We'll just toss a lisinopril in to give you that final dose of angioedema.
The trifecta. Like lay my inhaler on a string and just pull it. Oh, I love it.
Oh,
we can do our nail check. They were cute, but
mine are the same, and I'm about ready to cut them.
That one,
Devin, I was texting, and my nails are. I like them.
Oh, those are cute, Alex.
And I was tapping when I was texting. He was like, "I don't," and I was like, "It's driving me nuts." I don't know what I've done, but they're long and
yeah, I can't handle it.
It is. We had a girl that did that in school, and it.
It's like as bad as nails on a chalkboard. Yeah.
I need my little nubbins. Oh yeah. And this says.
No. Like, no, thank you.
I can't. Those people.
No, thank you.
It's just.
I
don't even understand it.
Have you seen the guy who puts fake crap on his nails and does
I love him. He records at the Home Depot.
Yes.
With the nails. actual hammer
He's
nails.
got it
Yeah.
stashed. I like it. I just like
Yeah,
the whole
he is
situation.
funny.
Hey, our orthosurgeon shaved. I walked by today and I was like, oh, I missed your face. Ooh. I don't get to call him
Did
all
it
the
make him
time
look
anymore.
older or younger?
Oh, he looks so
Younger.
much younger. I mean, it took
Yeah.
20 years off of him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he cut his hair?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
I was like, you can't go to grandparents' day anymore.
Did
All
you
the
see
time.
one of his kids? It's the second one. Had an ad up at Times Square.
No, what? I'm gonna need to ask him about
Is
this.
So
he the
I've-
investor one?
I follow the wife on social media, and she posts all the things. I feel like we could be best friends, but I would want to be her best friend. She doesn't want to be my best friend.
Yeah.
She's very fancy. But anyway, yeah, so they were at Times Square. All the kids flew in because, they're all spread out now. And they were there for like 24 hours, and they surprised him and saw I think it's like he and a friend have made this app for investing things. And it was on like a giant thing in Times Square. And I was like, that is
Stop
amazing.
it. That's so cool.
So then I immediately was like, how much would it cost us to put Backstabbers in Times Square, make a trip out of it, write it off with our non-existent income?
Right.
What did it say?
Well, so you can do it for not terribly expensive, but it's only there for like 30 seconds. So you can do, and I'm going to get this wrong, but for like $5,000, you can have a 30-second ad that will play on a big place. I forget how many times an hour for a full day. So you get a decent amount. I just don't know how much people look up and pay attention to that stuff anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you're a tourist, you definitely do, but I don't know.
Yeah, if you live there, it's probably kind of numb.
I think so, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I would think.
How cool would that be?
Desensitized,
Right.
but that would be amazing.
But if we ever get listeners and make money, maybe.
Y'all
That
help
could
us
be
do
our
that.
first
And we
investment.
can be sponsored.
Maybe.
By Geico, Coke Zero.
And
Our
core, we can make
sponsorships.
our shake
Yeah.
drinks.
We're not getting sponsored by Nutrafol because we talk about it tasting like ass too much, but that's okay. When we have luscious locks.
That's exactly right. So, okay,
Lord.
and I will put up Tui Tap Tuesday, so I'm going to need people to respond about Presidex.
Do it. Let's hear it.
Do it.
Yep.
Okay.
Bye, bitches.
All right,
Backstabbers out.
Backstabbers out.
Bye. All right. Jesus wants y'all to be quiet. Bye, y'all.
Be quiet. Backstabbers out.
Bye.